What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about what parenting and school is like in Norway. So today, I want to continue learning about some of the biggest differences between life in Norway versus life here in the United States. And based on what I learned last time in part one, Norway has an entirely different philosophy when it comes to raising children and how you should treat children. And it's just totally different from what we do here in the US. So I actually think we could learn a lot from Norway about this. So today, I want to continue watching this video about what parenting and school and children are like in Norway. So let's take a look.
Academic pressure looks different as well. Grades come later than in many systems, and standardized tests are fewer. You'll still see assessment and feedback, but the tone is less test, and more learn, practice, reflect.
Interesting. Wow. Less about testing and exams and grades, or but you guys still have grades and tests and stuff, right? You just have less? And that's not like I like that that's not the focus. I actually like that, because here in the United States, I think it's a very valid criticism that, well, here in school, everything that matters is about doing well on the test. It doesn't matter if you actually understand the information, or you can critically explain it, or if you truly understand it, or if you remember it later. It's just about that one test, doing good on the test. And when you go into like college and university in the United States, a lot of it just depends on your test scores. And it's really stressful, and honestly, it doesn't even seem like that effective of a way to understand information. So I actually think Norway is probably correct in this approach. It actually sounds logical to me.
Conferences matter. Teacher comments matter. Growth over time matters. If you're trying to map every data point to a letter grade, you might miss the bigger picture.
Right.
Confidence, competence, and motivation are the long game. Outdoor culture doesn't stop at recess. Many schools schedule forest days, ski days, and long hikes.
What? This is so cool. Oh my god, man. Norway has like that famous statistic as being one of the happiest places in the world. And also it's a very successful country, right? You guys have a lot of money. You have a small population, but Norway is so successful. And I think a lot of this stuff explains it. How you raise your kids and how you treat your children, who are the next generation of Norwegians. And like even this, like making time to go out into nature, like during school. Like here in America, that is not a priority at all. Like we go outside once a day at recess if the weather's good. But like there's no nature hikes or experiences or connecting with the outdoors, or that is not a priority at all here. Like, and I don't know, that just sounds so nice.
Recess. Many schools schedule forest days, ski days, and long hikes.
And you even go skiing.
Friluftsliv, open-air life, is treated as essential, not optional. In winter darkness, reflective vests become part of the uniform, and schools teach road safety and trail etiquette.
Oh, see, you guys teach such practical things, real life skills, and also skills about being happy and healthy, like things that are good for you psychologically. This is all stuff that in America we never even talk about or learn about or care about. And I think it has a real effect on people. It's negative in America that we don't even talk about this.
If you plan to stay a while, consider secondhand skis, a wax kit, and a good headlamp. Your child will come home pink-cheeked, muddy, and proud. Digital life is handled with deliberate clarity. Schools spell out phone policies, device rules, and digital citizenship expectations.
Oh, now this is like kind of a modern idea. This is important, though, with AI especially, and obviously cell phones. And I don't really know what it's like these days, in American school. Like growing up, we had flip phones, but smartphones in America, they don't take them away. I know that, but they definitely want you to like turn it off or put it away. Um, in Norway, do you guys actually take the phone from the kids, or what is the actual rule about that? I'm curious.
Phones are often away during class. Media literacy is taught explicitly. If your home rules are wildly different, your child may end up caught between worlds. The smooth path is alignment. Agree on screen time, homework tech, and how to handle group chats respectfully. It cuts down on friction and supports what the teacher is building. Communication with school typically runs through official portals or apps. Attendance, permissions, announcements, and messages live there, not in random WhatsApp groups.
Really? This is getting pretty detailed, actually. So, I guess if you're Norwegian and you have kids, you would like be familiar with this, how you interact with the school system in Norway. It's actually pretty interesting. Here in America, it's mostly just like out of date old websites that still control a lot of that stuff.
Get in the habit of checking your app daily. Keep your messages short and specific. You'll get faster, clearer replies, and your teacher will love you for not sending 5 paragraphs when 2 sentences do.
Can you actually message your teacher, like in Norway, with an app? Is this a thing? I don't know. That's cool if it is.
If your child needs extra support, you'll find a proactive approach. Norwegian schools focus on inclusion and early intervention. Bring documentation if you have it, and expect meetings that aim to build a plan around the student's needs.
Okay.
The language is calm and practical. What helps this child learn? What adjustments can we make? It won't be perfect, but you'll feel that support isn't a last resort. It's part of the design.
Well, in the United States, there's a lot of different school systems. We're in a very, very big country. Some of the schools are really bad, and some of the schools are really good. It just kind of depends on where you live. I like to think if you need one-on-one help, if your child has special needs or needs special attention, or in a lot of American schools you can get that special attention, but there's definitely places in the United States where it's not a good school and you can't really get that extra needed attention or that one-on-one teacher time. Or so I'd say in America this is kind of hit or miss.
After-school care, SFO or AKS, leans into play and social skills more than extra academics. Crafts, outdoors, simple games, and quiet time are typical.
What is this? What? This like an after-school thing? You guys have like an after-school, like hanging out? What do you do?
School care, SFO or AKS,
SFO or AKS? I've never heard of these before.
leans into play and social skills more than extra academics. Crafts, outdoors, simple games, and quiet time are typical.
Crafts, outdoors, games, socializing. This is like something that kids can do after school? Is that right? This sounds amazing.
It's also a fantastic space for language immersion if you're new to Norwegian.
Oh.
Don't expect heavy tutoring. Expect friendships, routine, and a safe, relaxed environment while parents work.
What? Your kids can go here after school? This is amazing. Wait, what? Is this in all of Norway? You're like a place for kids to hang out after school if the parents are working? This is I'm speechless. This is amazing. Who runs this? Like the government or the school or this is so needed in the United States. Like in the US, a lot of kids like you got to figure out like you got to send them to a sport somewhere or they have to be home alone or they have to have a babysitter or stay with grandma and grandpa or this is so much better and they get to socialize with other kids and like learn and it's after school.
Risk is managed, not eliminated. You'll see kids whittling sticks with pocket knives under supervision, tending
What? Okay, this just that's such a good example of how in Norway you guys clearly give your children more responsibility, but it's not in a like it's not in an irresponsible way. You guys give kids like they can carve wood, for example. You could never do that in the United States. You might even get in trouble if you gave a child a whittling knife and they got hurt or you could get sued. I feel like so much stuff in America is ruined because people are scared of getting sued and stuff like that.
small campfires on forest days.
Campfires?
Climbing,
You guys you guys are making campfires as kids?
balancing, trying, failing, trying again. Adults set boundaries and teach tool safety, then step back. The goal is competence and judgment. If that makes your heart jump at first, watch closely. The structure is intentional, and the outcomes are confident kids who know their limits.
It is scary, especially as an American, because we are taught that this is all too much and that kids aren't ready. But at the same time, I like this a lot. I really do. It's like giving kids more responsibility in a safe way, putting them in danger with fires and knives but in a safe way, supervising them. And it's like, and kids aren't as crazy and dumb as we think. Like, kids are very, very capable. And I feel like in America, kids are like held back from trying things just for the sake of safety or fear.
Finally, traditions center children in a way that feels uniquely Norwegian. On May 17th, Constitution Day, the Children's Parade is the main event. Streets fill with music, bunads, flags, and happy chaos.
This is really cool. In the United States, there's not really like a thing for kids like this. We have the 4th of July, we celebrate our independence, but there's nothing that has like a focus on the children. So this is really cool.
Kids may eat more ice cream before lunch than you thought possible, and no one frowns. It's a day that tells them, this country is yours and you belong in it. Join in, learn a cheer or two, and let the joy do its work.
Wow.
So what does all of this add up to? Norway's approach trusts children with meaningful independence, builds equality into the social fabric, and treats nature as a classroom.
Yeah.
It dials down anxiety and dials up competence.
I see.
Visitors often arrive skeptical and leave impressed, especially after watching their own kids adapt.
Yeah. That's the only way this would ever happen in the US. If Americans could see the result of this kind of upbringing and this kind of letting your children behave like this, if Americans could see the result of it and that it's not as dangerous as we think, I think this would be more common in the US. And I think it should be because it sounds like, I don't know, when you actually just think about it, it makes more sense. Like, it's just common sense.
More sleep, more outdoor time, fewer battles, and a calmer rhythm at home.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean Norway is perfect or that every school does everything the same way. It does mean there are deep values behind the norms you're seeing, and when you understand the why, the what makes sense.
Sure.
If you're visiting or moving and you want to blend in smoothly, here are a few gentle tips you can start using right away.
Okay.
Dress your child for the weather in layers you can add or remove easily, and send labeled indoor shoes.
So this is like tips if you're gonna have a Norwegian child. Lots of winter clothing and layers. layers is not something we think about in the United States, so this is actually like good advice.
Keep lunches simple and consistent, and check any allergy guidelines.
Lunch in America is horrible for it's terrible for you. Like what can you say? School lunch, most kids buy school lunch and it's like pizza and hamburgers and fries. Like that and yeah, it's not good.
Encourage independent routines at home. Packing a bag, managing a timetable, planning the route. Practice polite, direct communication with teachers. A warm hello, a clear question, a quick thank you. Show up for Doug.
Oh, I know that in America teachers are so unhappy. I've heard kids are just so difficult. This generation of American kids is so difficult, and a lot of teachers in America like hate it and want to quit. So Norway is like sort of philosophy of respect, and that is so needed here right now.
Ad with a smile and a pair of work gloves. Align your screen time rules with the school's policy. And when you're unsure, just ask another parent, what's normal here? You'll almost always get a friendly answer. You might also notice how these habits change you as a parent. Maybe you worry a little less about the mess and the weather. Maybe you worry a little more about making sure your child can take responsibility for their own things.
Right.
You might find that outdoor time becomes a reset button for your whole family. That birthdays get simpler and more meaningful. That report.
Yeah, we certainly don't place a lot of importance on a lot of this stuff. Even though it seems really, really like critical to your family's health and your mental health.
Report card season feels less like a storm. It's okay if some parts feel strange. Culture shock is part of learning, and parenting is a long conversation that every country holds in its own language.
Yeah.
If this gave you a clearer picture of how Norway raised.
Yeah. Wow. Parenting in Norway is way different than I ever imagined. And what really shocked me throughout this is how much I agree with everything. And I didn't even realize how much I agreed with it. Me and my wife recently had a baby who's getting older and older, and they're going to become like a toddler, and then a kid, and a teenager, and a child, and then eventually an adult. But so for me, this stuff is like more important than ever to like think about, because it makes such a huge impact on children. And I don't know, seeing a lot of the stuff that you guys do in Norway, like I feel like American kids are really missing out by not having a lot of this structure. I really agree with a lot of this. And I'm going to take away a lot from this. So this was great. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on any of these Norwegian parenting, school, children sort of things. That'd be cool to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Norway and learning about Norwegian culture, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.